Okay guys, it looks as if I have a huge ant's nest right here. Ants are always the problem here, and I found a surefire way to eliminate a large percentage of any colony in about 5 minutes. This wasn't here 3 days ago. See what it does? It just rained a couple days ago. That's just like powder, you know? It feels like sand, actually. They've dug all that up and made a huge colony in the ground here. Goes for about 3 feet, 1.5 feet wide, 3 feet long, I guess. We're going to do some damage to these guys real quick. It is a good excuse to have a little fire, but you don't have to do it this way. It's just how I choose to do it. Boiling water is boiling water. Sounds like it's go time. This won't get all of them, but it'll put a world of hurt on them. This is a big nest, yeah. Might have to do it a couple times. Say hello, Tom. Thomas? Come on, Uncle Tom. There you go, Uncle Tom. We haven't done this in a long time, huh? You didn't miss it at all, did you? Crazy old Tom. Yeah. Just leave me alone. Relax, Tom. Oh, that's a big nest. Third time's the charm. There's still a lot of ants. A lot of eggs coming out right there. Yes, Tom, come see the eggs, Tom. A lot of ants on the move, boy. I've done this many times. It's always worked. But this is the biggest nest yet, by far. I'll give this a couple days, maybe. We'll come back and take a look at it, see how we did. We've got a lot of them. Hopefully we got most of them, the queen and the eggs. Well, it's the next day, probably 28 or 30 hours later. As you can see, everything is dried out. There's still a couple of ants around, but it doesn't look anything like it did before. Thank you, Thomas. Tom's having dinner. This really works, but a garden hose will do the same trick. Ants hate water. The only thing with this is, hopefully, I killed the queen and most of the eggs. Definitely killed most of the ants, but if the queen survived and a bunch of eggs, they're just moving on to another location and setting up house again. That's what happens with the garden hose trick. Ants don't like water, so you flood them out, they move away. Maybe to your neighbor's house. Alright guys, there it is. That's how I get rid of ants if they're in a place where I can flood them out or cook them.